Hi students, in this video we are going to see last part of these are the last parts of elasticity. So modulus of rigidity. Now you just see bottom surface is fixed, and on the top surface there is a force is acting. Because of that there is a change in angle. Modulus of rigidity is denoted as nu is equal to force by area, and by here is an angle phi, the deformation angle phi. So for small values of phi, tan phi is equal to phi. So phi is nothing but delta L. I am assuming small length. Here is the length L. So tan phi is equal to phi is equal to delta L by L. So modulus of rigidity F by A is equal to delta L over L. How this force, this is what kind of stress? We can write it as shear stress over phi. Shear stress by phi. Now let's see few of the questions. These are all applications are easy only. Let's see the one of the models. A horizontal aluminum rod of diameter 4.8 centimeter projects from, say this is 4.8. okay, let's write little nicely. So this is okay, say this is the rod, horizontal aluminum rod of diameter is given, projected 5.3 centimeters from the wall. So from the wall it is so from the wall it is saying, so not it's horizontal, it's not in horizontal direction, it is in vertical direction. So this is horizontal, and yeah, okay, there is a one side, there is a wall. From its projected length is given, it's equal to, and its diameter also given, its diameter is also given. Okay, from diameter outside 5.3 centimeter, and here is diameter is 4.8 centimeter, and he is saying shear modulus or modulus of rigidity, whatever is same, shear modulus or whatever, nu is equal to 3 into 10 power 10 Newton per meter square. Okay, what is the unit of strain? It doesn't have any dimensions. Okay, now neglecting the mass of the rod, mass, shear stress on the rod, if what a 1200 kg object is suspended from one end of the rod. So from one end 1200 kg is suspended. Okay, if 1200 kg is suspended, what is the force? 12,000 Newton. Sigma is equal to shear stress, 12,000 by area is nothing but pi d square by 4. So diameter is given. So now our question is, shear stress is done. Next, vertical deflection means now the dimension is going to change. So this is delta L he is asking. So tan phi or nu is equal to, okay, so nu is equal to F by A into delta L over L. So what is the length? 5.3. delta L is equal to, stress is equal to 12,000 into length is 5.3 into 10 power minus 2 over area is given. Area is also, I can write it, convert into pi d square by 4 into length, 3 into nu, 10 into 10 power 10. So simplify this, you will get a change in length. So that's what he is asking. Next is bulk modulus. What is bulk modulus? So some disturbance is there because of movement of vehicles. So bulk modulus we represent with B. B is nothing but, see, this is the dimension of the body, initial dimension of the body. It's like a cube. When it is subjected under the pressure, its dimension decreased. Okay, how much is, what happened, because of what? Pressure. How the pressure is normal to the surface. Okay, let's write the equation. Delta. So force by area is nothing but units of pressure, we can write as a pressure also. Now bulk modulus is equal to delta P by, because of applying the pressure, what change it's experiencing? It is experiencing change in volume. Change in volume is final volume minus initial volume by initial volume strain. volume strain. So final volume less or more, it reduces, so minus. To keep it positive, volume strain minus delta V by V. Sir, why you kept minus, sir? So to change dimensions, delta V final minus V initial actually comes in as negative. To substitute it, we just keep the minus. Okay, delta P we got. So delta, okay, there is one important thing, Poisson's ratio. Next we are going to see. Okay, there are some more things given. So reciprocal of bulk modulus is called compressibility. Compressibility K is equal to 1 by bulk modulus. Compressibility K is called compressibility. Here it is given, reciprocal of bulk modulus is defined as a compressibility K is equal to 1 by B. So here some relations are given, memorize these things. Solids greater than liquids greater than gases, and variation in depth. Before this we are going to discuss one important thing, Poisson's ratio. Poisson's ratio, say let's take, I am considering a rod of length L, it fixed on one end, the force F is applied. When the force is applied, in reality the length increases and the diameter decreases. Understand? So length is increased, delta L, diameter is decreased by delta D. Initially it has diameter D. So the ratio of the Poisson's ratio is nothing but sigma, we represent with a sigma, which is equal to lateral strain by longitudinal strain. Lateral strain by longitudinal strain. Lateral strain is nothing but, how much lateral means, so how much diameter is changing, delta D by D. So final diameter is less or more, reduced. So to recover it, minus D, or we can write this one as minus delta R by R, change in radius is equal to diameter, by longitudinal strain, delta L by initial length L. Delta L by L is nothing but Poisson's ratio sigma. Okay, next we are going to the other part, variation in density due to bulk modulus. Rho is equal to mass by volume. So listen to one important property. Say any property, some P is equal to capital A power A, capital B power B, small b, C power small c. So then the fraction of variation, delta P by P is equal to small a into delta A by A. Assume that there is a constant pi also. Pi is a number. Delta A by A plus B into delta B by B plus C, plus nahi, now minus, because C is in the numerator, sorry denominator, C into delta C by C. So this is the variation in a property. Now you come to this part, mass remains constant. In this case, delta rho by rho is equal to minus delta V by V, because y power 1, the A, B, C or small a, B, C represents the numbers. Okay, now what is delta V? Rho final minus rho initial by rho initial is equal to delta V by V. We have bulk modulus. Bulk modulus is equal to delta P by minus delta V by V. I can write delta V by V as delta P by B. So where B is the bulk modulus, rho final minus rho initial is equal to C into C is, I'm sorry, K. K is nothing but compressibility, 1 by reciprocal of B, delta P into rho I. Rho final is equal to, so rho initial into 1 plus K into delta P. This is the final density of the liquid. When it is subjected under a pressure delta P, its compressibility K. So final density is equal to initial density. This formula follows. Fractional change in radius of sphere. Fractional change in radius of sphere. Sir, what is the formula for sphere, sir? Volume. Volume is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. You may ask, okay, what is the volume change? Delta V by V is equal to, this is a constant nothing to do, 3 into delta R by R. Okay, 3 into delta R by R. Delta V by V we already have, V is equal to delta P by K. So delta P by K is equal to, minus sign will be there, 3 into delta R by R. Delta R by R is equal to 1 by 3 times delta P by k minus, what does the minus sign indicates? Reduction in radius. Minus sign indicates. If they ask you percentage of change in radius, delta r by r into 100 is equal to minus 1 by 3 delta p by k into 100. So this is how we have to simplify. Next we are going to see relation among Young's modulus, modulus of rigidity, bulk modulus, and Poisson's ratio sigma. So these two are very important relations. 9 over Young's modulus is equal to 1 by bulk modulus plus 3 by nu. Okay, sigma is equal to 3 into b minus 2 into nu by 6 into b plus 2 into nu. Okay, so we'll follow these two and it will be easy to, so questions will be direct. So Young's modulus they will give, bulk modulus they will give, you have to find the modulus of rigidity. So interrelations you have to find.